So why is it that every time we buy something new, it doesn't last long? So last week my dryer broke down, the motor went out, and my washer went out at the same exact time. And I only had these things for maybe my washer, I believe I had about 8 years, which is pretty good, I guess, depending on who you ask. Because when I was a child growing up, my mother had bought one Whirlpool washer and a matching dryer. And 22, 23 years later, she still had them. They were working exactly the same, never had any problems with them. Fast forward to 2025. Today, those same Whirlpool washer and dryers would only last about 8 to 10 years if you're lucky. And when my dryer broke, all I need is a motor. It is a Whirlpool, a motor, a $200 motor, which is an easy and cheap fix. So shout out to Whirlpool. They still make parts for my 7-year-old dryer. Hooray! And that's great. And that's a plus on my book. That's why I stick with either Roper or Whirlpool. Anything made by Whirlpool, at least they still make parts, even on the older models. However, on my washer, it was a Whirlpool, and this is no fault of the company. This is from my kids overloading my washer. But the motor, the bearings in it, actually broke, and it spinned and put a little bearing through the sidewall of the motor, and it leaked oil everywhere, which is um, not bad because I pretty much got a good couple of years out of it, but not good because oil went all over my garage and I had to clean it all up and it was a mess. But on my dryer, I'm waiting for the motor to come in. I'm going to replace it. On my washer, it doesn't seem logical to me to replace the motor when a motor costs almost as much as the washer's worth. So I just went out and purchased a brand new Whirlpool washer, and I'm hoping I can get at least 7 good years out of it. Because the way companies make things today, they're just throwaway things. You use them, they break down, you throw them away. Now, I just had to purchase a new refrigerator on top of that, but I didn't get all these fancy gadget refrigerator parts. What I did is I went out and purchased the cheapest refrigerator I can purchase, and I only need it to keep my food frozen and cold. I don't need it to tell me what day of the year it is or when I need to brush my teeth. I don't need it for that. So yeah, just buy cheap, buy the cheapest model you possibly can. Whirlpool is an exceptionally good appliance to buy because if you know how to fix things, they still make the parts on all their units pretty much that are 10 years old and under, I believe, maybe even older. I don't know. If not, you can probably get rebuilds on eBay, but every time you go that route, something happens, right? So just be wary of the appliances that you buy. Just because it looks better, it sounds better, and the price is more heavier doesn't mean it's going to last you.